Hey, I'm Comrade Shane, and this is Juche Lesson. Today, we will be discussing the socio-historical principle that society develops with the intensification of the people's struggle for independence. The struggle of the popular masses for independence to transform society, nature, and humanity does not stay in one place, but develops continuously. As the struggle of the masses for independence intensifies, independence is realized at a higher level, and human society develops onto a higher stage. By clarifying the process of transforming society, nature, and humanity, the Juche idea gives a profound elucidation of the law-governed process of the development of human society, according to the intensification of the masses' struggle for independence. We studied in the previous lesson that in order to realize independence of the popular masses, they must be free from social bondage, natural fetters, and the shackles of outdated ideas and culture. And for doing so, it is necessary to transform society, nature, and humanity. However, it is impossible to get rid of social bondage, the fetters of nature, and outdated ideas and culture all at once. For this reason, the transformation of society, nature, and humanity cannot come to the fore altogether from the beginning, and the people's struggle for independence is intensified in a certain order. Firstly, the task of realizing social and political independence of the masses through social reform is primarily raised and fulfilled in the development of the people's struggle for independence. Comrade Kim Jong-il once said, quote, "The primary question arising in the struggle of the popular masses for independence is to realize independence socially and politically." End quote. To realize social and political independence means to enable the popular masses to exercise political rights as masters of state and society, free from all kinds of social bondage, inequality, exploitation, and oppression. There are two important reasons the realization of social and political independence of the masses through social reform arises as the primary task for it. First, it is because humanity is a social being. As I mentioned in a previous lesson, social and political integrity is most important for humanity. If a person loses social and political integrity, they are the same as dead as a social being, even though they are physically alive. A genuine feature of human beings is that they have social and political integrity. That is why people do not regard as equal human beings those who turn traitors to the people, their country, and nation, or those who do not contribute to society and live idling away, stealing what the people work to create. Yes, of course I'm talking about capitalists and imperialists here. And why revolutionaries regard it as better being killed in a fight than living as slaves. It is most important, therefore, to realize social and political independence in realizing humanity's independence. Social and political independence is realized when the popular masses become masters of state power and production means through social reform. Therefore, we say that the struggle for social reform is the most important in the struggle to realize independence of the popular masses. The second reason the realization of social and political independence of the masses through social reform arises as a primary task is because to realize social and political independence is the key to humanity's freedom from natural fetters and also to their ideological and cultural development. As long as they are subjugated socially and politically, the masses of the people can neither adequately get any benefit from the productive forces, even if these are highly developed, nor can they be free from the bondage of reactionary ideas and cultural backwardness. For example, the Korean people led an utterly indigent life, even though they worked extremely hard under the colonial rule of the Japanese imperialists. This is because they lost the country to the Japanese imperialists, and they were subjugated socially and politically to be deprived of everything created by them. Some national reformists in Korea in those days did great harm to the anti-Japanese national liberation struggle of the Korean people by means of sophistry, such as the cultivation of national might by the promotion of education and industry, and self-cultivation of each individual, instead of struggling for the achievement of political independence. Under the condition that Korean people were deprived of the whole country and all political rights by Japanese imperialism, it was merely an empty talk in disregard of reality to say about the cultivation of national might through the development of education and industry. And it was nothing but sophism, which opposed all kinds of violent struggles, including an armed struggle, and preached the principle of non-resistance to say that self-cultivation is the one and only way to the restoration of national sovereignty. It is a stark fact, which has been proved by human history, that the popular masses can lead an independent material life, free from the fetters of nature, and bring about genuine ideological and cultural development on a powerful socio-political foundation, only when they hold the position as masters of society. The history of human society, ever since the birth of exploitation and oppression, is the history of social revolution to realize social and political independence for the people. Through the social revolutions at different stages of history to transform society in a revolutionary way, some progress was made in the realization of social and political independence of the popular masses. But radical change was not brought about before the establishment of socialist system through socialist revolution. The liquidation of the capitalist system and the establishment of a new socialist system mark a historic turning point in the development of the revolutionary struggle to realize independence of the popular masses. With the establishment of the socialist system, all exploiting classes and institutions which trample upon the aspirations and demands of the masses for independence are abolished, and the masses are provided with the necessary conditions which enable them to hold state power and production means in their hand and lead a fully independent life. The whole course of human history shows that it is a lawful requirement of the development of the masses' struggle for independence that social transformation to realize social and political independence of the masses is primarily undertaken and achieved in the exploiting society, where social and political independence of the masses is not realized. Next, the transformation of nature and humanity is fully undertaken and achieved in the development of the people's struggle for independence after the revolutionary change was made in the social system. In order to fully realize independence of the masses, it is necessary to make them the masters of nature and themselves, and to free them from all kinds of social bondage and fetters to make them the masters of state and society. After the socialist system is established and people's socio-political independence is realized, what comes to the fore next is to realize independence from the fetters of nature and bondage of old ideology and culture. Of course, the masses of the people have continuously struggled to increase social wealth, develop productive forces of society, and extend mastery over nature, and to enhance their level of ideological consciousness and culture. The transformation of nature and humanity, that is, the historic cause of freeing the popular masses from the fetters of nature and outdated ideas and culture, and developing them to be real possessors of independent ideological consciousness and culture, can be fully undertaken and achieved with success only in the socialist society, where the popular masses are masters of state and society. In the socialist society, the popular masses, masters of state and society, participate in the work to transform nature and humanity with high creativity and a level of consciousness befitting masters. To take hold of all means in a unified way and use them effectively. As a result, the transformation of nature and humanity is pushed forward well and quickly on a whole society-wide scale. Human society inevitably develops into a higher stage continuously through the lawful process in which social reform to realize social and political independence of the popular masses is achieved first, and next, the transformation of nature and humanity is undertaken. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider liking and sharing so we can reach the people with the truth but the revolutionary Juche philosophy. Sungun salute, comrades.